Purple heart. Well, from what we were able to see and hear, we're not a fan of him either, but I'm not sure what you're trying to suggest.
I mean, these captains, they're all the same to me. They just, bark orders. They don't know what it's like to get their hands really dirty. So I'll just follow the orders of my sergeant, my lieutenant, sorry, my second lieutenant, and leave their decision as best.
We've got a chain of command, and that chain of command goes
all the way back to Eisenhower. What are you proposing, Sergeant? Yeah, but he is the person between shit. What unit does the captain control? What size unit?
That would be what is it? A captain would be around 40, no, 40 or 60 men, I believe.
Yeah, but what do you call it? No,
Yeah, the company, yeah.
the company. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah. So the captain sits between the company and my brain's just gone.
GHQ.
HQ. Yeah, exactly.
GHQ, what you're looking for, yeah.
So so I ask again, what are you proposing?
Well,
Indeed.
the thing
Then
is,
again,
sorry, yeah, go ahead.
well, Sergeant, what I was going to say is then again, the captain's not the only one that's made some stupid decisions around here. I speak as somebody that, God protect me, has walked into a field of machine gun fire way back when we first landed. So, you know, people make mistakes. The captain's not yet had a chance to prove himself. Cool.
Yeah, the thing is, well, as you know, I'm a sergeant too, and you know as well as I do, no many how many officers we have. It's us sergeants that lead the guys into the firefights. So if the captain
Directly.
gives you an order that you don't like, ignore him, do your thing, lead your squad, lead the platoon. Just ignore him. Just keep to the general orders. There's not much he can do about that. He can't court martial you because you won't go on a suicide mission. He can't court martial for that as long as you go with the mission. And when you have a word with a meta major, I can be there if you want to.
I'll go to.
So hold on, player question here. Steve is the lieutenant, right? Lieutenant, sorry. Right, yeah. Yeah.
All I'm saying is actually don't do anything stupid.
Bit late for that. I trust my sergeant. I go where he goes. He's the
Look,
only order that I follow.
look, we have
I've
your
got to
back.
say,
We have your back, and we will support you whenever we need to. But there is a line we draw, and you know where that line is. So again, don't do anything stupid. If you choose to ignore his orders, you're very right so to do so. But there is a line we won't cross. I mean, we're here to kill
I,
Germans, not Americans.
as the sergeant said,
Who are?
you you may not get court-martialed for 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 making a decision other than what the captain suggested you make as a sergeant. But somebody who is spreading dissension among the ranks lays himself open to a serious court-martial. So, just be careful how you're talking. I, we don't need this, Sarge. We don't need shit like this. I mean, we don't need the captain either, but we don't need shit like this.
Yeah, no, that's why I told him not to do stupid things. I mean, ignoring or bending in order to your own needs or expectations, that's fine. But there is a line I draw, and the line is I draw the line at killing Germans, and that's it.
You draw the line at killing Germans. Shit, we've killed a few.
I
Haven't we?
draw the line just before we start killing Germans. No, the thing is, we're here, like I said, we're here to kill Germans, not French
Yeah.
citizens, not allies, especially
Yeah.
not Americans. Now the captain
Not
may be a
captains,
dick.
is what you're
The
saying.
captain may be a dick, but there's other ways to get rid of him.
Indeed. Well, you keep an eye on the Sarge, and you find out how that meeting with the major goes with the lieutenant. Keep it,
Yeah.
keep us
All right.
informed.
Yeah,
You're also part of the chain of command, and I would miss you slightly more than I would miss the captain if anything changed about that.
yeah, I get that. I'm part of this team, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on with it, guys. We've got a job to do.
What job have we got to do, actually?
That job is killing Germans. Remember?
Yeah, but we've killed all the Germans here. Where do we go next?
Oh no, we didn't. Oh no. As far as I know from GHQ, is there are a lot of Germans here.
Well, I mean, here in this foxhole, there are no Germans. Where do we go next to kill the Germans? Is what I'm saying.
Did we toss out the dead ones already, or are they still in here?
Well, those ones are dead,
Okay.
as you point out.
Yeah. What does that? What? Hold on. What does it do for our endurance? Okay, cool.
I've
And
got a wound nicked,
yeah, me too. What do we do with that? Cool.
and I'm no longer tired. Right?
Oh Christ, Sarge! Find out what these froggies want.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand up and offer them a cigarette from my packet of cigarettes.
No,
Okay.
that's fair.
So I, s- I stand I stand up and I stick out my hand and I say, "Hello, I'm Sergeant Carling, U.S. Airborne. Do you speak English? Because I only have a basic knowledge of French. So bonjour. I hope that was a French guy saying that. Yeah. Yeah, well, trust me on this one. You're better off talking to a sergeant than you are talking to a captain, at least in this
Particularly this captain.
Okay. Well, as you know, we are specialists, so we're well trained. What is your experience? And I don't want to be rude, but what's your experience? Okay, fair enough. Now, so come on, sit down in our foxhole, and we'll have a chat on where the Germans are, and whatever information you can give us. Any useful information?
Sarge, there ain't no room for me getting in there. I'm taking a dump, and I walk off into the trees to have a
Yeah,
shit.
not. I was just gonna say, not in the foxhole, please. From me, yep. Let's see if it throws enough dice. How many did? Okay. Hmm. Looks like I'm not really that persuasive then.
Right.
Well, it's in character, so I can't help that.
I'm so actually there are three of these French guys, right?
Four.
Four. All guys. Um this is gonna sound a bit weird, and I don't mean this well, I mean this literally, do any of them look Jewish?
Well, I've got a perception check, isn't
I'm just speaking as
it?
a Jew myself, as a Dutch
Try
Jew myself.
try saying shalom.
+1 to your
Well-
perception roll.
I'm not going to speak Jewish to them unless there's anybody that I think might be Jewish, and then I may try a little bit of Yiddish just to see if we can get them on side that way. I mean, I know, sadly, 25% of the wartime French population weren't Jewish, and obviously it was much depleted by what we're experiencing right now in the war. But insight, yeah. Okay, I've got nothing for this. The fags I handed out earlier today don't offer a bonus. He said, okay. Oh, but then I do get
there
2
we go.
successes. Cool. So I greet him with again, mostly English in deference to everybody around here, but also I slip in a kind of, just a Yiddish greeting to say, hello, brother, as it were. All right. Okay. And I don't speak Hebrew myself. I only speak Yiddish.
Well, shalom is the same. Shalom.
Yeah.
So hello.
Yeah.
Shalom is the same in Yiddish and Hebrew, so doesn't matter.
Cool. All right. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. Uh, I may well, having been brought up in the Netherlands, I may well speak just enough French to say I speak Flemish. So I speak
Well,
Flemish.
trust me on that one, that Dutch people do not speak French. I don't know what it is
At
that they
all.
think they speak when they try French, but it certainly is not French.
Okay. Right. So we've got a communication barrier there. Mhm. I will do sign language to say I don't speak French apologetically. Saying that to whom?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Yeah. He's of Jewish descent. Yeah, he's Dutch Jewish, but been living in the States since his youth.
no, I escaped from the. I've
Oh,
only been living
sorry.
in the
Yeah,
States
okay.
for 3
Sorry, yeah, I
years.
didn't. I forgot your backstory. Sorry. Yeah, so he escaped at the beginning of the war. He escaped to the US, and he joined up because he, as you can well understand, he has a hatred for Germans. Well founded.
I know. I'll show him my bazooka. I'll show them all my bazooka.
Impress him with the big gun. Okay.
And I kind of, I'm saying, oh, what's the phrase I used? I had a good phrase on my background. Have I kept it on here, or is it way back in the chat? Have we got notes on here? Notes. We do have notes, but I didn't add any notes in. Arse. It was like something like, bringing the war to Germany to Mr. Hitler, one rocket at a time.
One rocket at
It
a
was good. It
time.
was great fun.
And I've just realised that for the last 20 or so minutes, no one's been able to hear my voice on the live stream. I forgot to check that I had the input. I was checking the output and that was working fine. Turns out I wasn't capturing the input. Oh, well, anyway, too late now. Okay, so... all right, well, so long story short, Joshua and Clement, for that matter, are impressed with the handwritten message to Hitler on the side of your bazooka. Looks like you've broken through the French haughtiness barrier. So Clement starts kind of sort of laying out the map for you around Chef de Pont. So it makes a couple of really key points. So the orchards to the east are mined.
So on this map you're showing us,
Yeah. Over towards the eastern
they're
side.
over there on the edge of the map.
Northeastern,
They're
near
mine.
the cemetery.
Okay, yeah.
Yep. The Germans have moved their command post to the railway station, which is this big long building parked right next to what is a railway, with the word station written on it. Actually, now I think about it, you should be able to see that. And a lot of the German troops were seen heading out of the town towards the north overnight, well, a couple of hours ago, when the assault, when they were unable to kind of get past the Medet, or to break through to sort of stop you guys from taking the Medet bridge. Murderet. Sorry, my apologies. Murderet bridge. So that's also been true. He also is keen for him and his men to kind of, be part of the attack. Very keen to offer up their services. They've been fighting the Germans for the last 3 years. He makes a big point. He says that at least 5 times in your conversation. It seems to be the number one point he wants to make. And look, finally, he makes the key point that, and sorry, I'll actually probably see if I can I draw little rectangles? I can. Okay. He goes, all right, so there. I think there's a third one somewhere. Actually, I'll just look at the map. Give me one sec. I'll tell you what those little... Can you guys see the rectangles I've just kind of put on the map?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, perfect. Good.
One of them's got a ghost in.
Oh, does it? Okay. Oh, well,
Yeah.
that works. That's good. That'll do. Player map. No, I want the player map. GM map. Actually see what the hell. Let's... Those are all the
So what will those be?
Those are howitzers.
Howitzers, okay.
So he's basically pointing out where there's heavy artillery located around the town. Oh, here we go. Shift to Pont. It's the circles. Oh, I missed one when I drew the map. Hilarious. Missed two actually. Oh, that's fine. There's another howitzer just about there, and there's another howitzer. Oh, there it is. There. So, just for your awareness, he also lays out where those heavy guns are. Now, his point is they're pretty well defended because they're obviously there to provide supporting fire all the way out if they need to the beachhead.
Okay, I also ask him if he knows of any machine gun lists.
He can
Or possible machine gun lists.
So he can tell you that he's pretty sure there are machine gunners located near the howitzers. But he actually offers you the opportunity, like he's happy to sort of take some of you in, and you can scout the space.
Out of uniform.
No, well, you guys probably wouldn't think that was a very good
No.
idea.
I was about to say that.
But no, but like as in he can guide you in to the town.
Well, I did just take a point of infiltration.
I do find it. I will just say none of you have bought any guts. Which I think.
I do.
Oh,
I
you
do.
did?
I've got two.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, two. Jesus. Okay. All right.
How many experience points did you have? Oh, guts in this recent round?
No, I didn't buy any. I already had two from the start.
Yeah, I had one, and I've got empathy of 4, so I've got a guts
Okay.
roll of 5.
All right.
The guts hasn't been a problem for me. Sneaking has.
Sneaking has. This is true.
That's with that stovepipe on your back.
Saying here I
And
am,
my sheer size.
and your sheer size.
Thomas, I'm guessing we're down there with the arrow that says
Yes,
750
you're
meters.
down 750 meters to the Merdet River Bridge. Yep.
Okay. Right. Do I convey this information to the other sergeants? Yeah, I will. I will first convey this information towards the other sergeants.
Sorry, hold on, Sarge. Do we know what our mission is here?
I'm
I
guessing
mean, this
scouting.
bloke's shown us this map, but have we, the company, got a mission here at Chef de Pont?
Well, actually, no. That's why I was going to talk to the other sergeants and totally ignore the captain.
So
'Cause I
No,
simply
I mean,
can't
are we
seem
even
to be able to find him.
No, just take a step back. What I'm saying is, are we even going to this town, or have these guys just shown us? Are we as a company going to this town, or are these guys, these French guys, trying to persuade us to help them on a bit of sabotage?
So there's two things that the company is responsible for overall. One is interdicting major transport routes wherever possible to slow the presentation of German reinforcements to the front. So the railway line itself represents a significant opportunity in that space. And obviously the second thing is those 88s, those howitzers are actually artillery.
A thing that we're meant to be taking out. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but to your point, you're not actually here to take the town.
Right. But we are potentially here to disrupt this railway and to take out those howitzers.
Yeah, but we're basically our platoon is, sorry, our squad is sort of decimated at this point.
Oh yeah,
We have four.
but still,
We've been reinforced by 4 unknowns.
Yeah, no.
As a
So what
sergeant-
I'm saying though
as a sergeant, I
is the
feel-
captain going to take us to this town? In which case, your intelligence
Yeah,
is very
I
useful.
don't care. I don't care
Or
about the captain. Again,
are
I will
what-
speak to the
yeah,
other
okay,
sergeants
well,
and ask them to come along.
but my point, Sarge, is this: there's a chain of command. Are we going to go on a pirate mission with or without the other sergeants, or are we going to take the captain with us and
We're
the
not-
company?
We're not going to do it on our own because that's a suicide mission.
Yeah, are we going with the sergeants, or are we going with the company?
Well, as
And
you know,
I'm
there's
kind of
there's a was it first lieutenant, I believe. He is basically one of the good guys between brackets. So and I simply can't seem to be able to find a captain at this point. Do you see the captain? I don't.
I'm not looking for the captain, Sarge. I'm just wanting
Exactly.
to understand. We're going freelance with this, whether it involves the lieutenant or not.
We're not going freelance since it is our major mission to disrupt all artillery and transport lines. So we're not
Okay,
going
and
rogue on this one, but we do need the help from other platoons.
right, off you go.
Thank you. So I'm off to see the other sergeants, maybe that first lieutenant, and basically inform them with what the Frenchies told us, and that we're planning on taking out those howitzers and maybe even the railroad line.
Okay, so are you going to see Sergeant Richards, or are you going to?
I'm going to Sergeant Richards because I'm guessing his lieutenant will be very near or within shouting distance, so to
Yeah,
speak.
absolutely.
And the captain will be nowhere near them, so hence I can still maintain the fact that I can't seem to locate the captain.
Billy comes back adjusting his belt. What did I miss?
Yeah, whoa, fella, come on, Jesus, guy, what did you do in those bushes?
You don't want to know, Sarge. All right, I'll grab my rifle and follow suit.
I'll stay here with the
With the Frenchies,
resistance.
yeah, and inform Billy of what we've learned.
Great.
Thomas, I've got a question.
Oh no, I thought Billy was coming with you to talk to the sergeants.
Oh,
Or
if
did I
you want to,
misunderstand
yeah,
that?
fine. Thomas, I quickly drew a map with all the positions on it. Can I share that with the rest of the guys?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll save it first.
All right, so you're off to see. So you and Ripper go off to see the sergeants. The Frenchman's kind of bemused by this whole conversation. He's firing off a whole bunch. Like, him and his mates are all talking in rapid fire French, and in particular in in Normandy French. So they've got an accent on an accent and a bit of a dialect thing going on. So they're talking to each other, and he's just shaking his head, like he's just like, these. It is very clear the message fundamentally is these Americans don't know what they're doing. Okay, so with that in mind, you guys rock up at Sergeant Richards, who's like talking to Lavelle. So that's the first lieutenant. They're clustered around. They've got their other two mates with them, the other sergeant and the corporal, who I mentioned earlier, and whose names have already escaped me. I should really put it up on the thing so I don't have to look it up every time. Anyway, Lavelle sees you coming towards them. He's this big, Texan? No, Chicago. Oh, okay. So he's a northerner. Anyway. Sergeant, how did you go with our allies? He kind of smiles at you for a second, stamps out his cigarette, throws it to the ground.
Well, actually quite good because we've got some seriously good information, and I show him the map I just posted in Discord.
Okay. Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep. Perfect. Ah, right. Okay, good to know. So we've got Artie, Mines. Oh, command
Well,
post.
that's what he knew of, and he also said that after some questioning that the artillery positions are defended by machine gun nests.
Okay, well, I don't think we can ignore it.
No, not my sentiments exactly, but we were going to try and take him out anyway, but we need the help of the rest of the company.
All right, well,
The
look,
whole company.
let me
Well,
I'm
when
not
I
here.
say yeah, when I say company, I mean the ones that we can trust.
All right, well, look, good work, Sergeant. It's good that you brought it to me, not to Milton. He would have bloody sat on top of it all day. Kind of guard, looks at you, looks at Richards, looks at you again. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'll take it up to the captain. He's an idiot. I think just this looks like a job probably built more around infiltration than frontal assault. We'll just get slaughtered if we run up that road.
Yeah, my thinking is if we should take out the HQ. If we do that, they're without communication to the other units, so that way we can take him out one by one. I hope.
No, yep, no, that sounds good. We can come at him from another direction. I think maybe along the rail line. Actually, that'd probably work,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Either through the village and use the tree line, or like you say, down the railway line. But we have to be careful because I'm sure that those machine gunners will be looking down that railway line.
Yeah, good point. Well made, Sergeant. Good thinking. All right. Well, why don't we? Yeah. All right.
Can we agree on something? If the captain issues a stupid order, can we do it our way? I mean, I'm not only here to kill Germans, I'm also here to make sure that those men behind me make it to the end of the wall.
Sergeant, we are 100% aligned. But you better keep that talk pretty quiet.
Yeah, no, that's it's just between you and me.
Good message. All right. I like the way this is going, though. All right, so let me go and run it up the line with the captain. He's going to balls it up. We know what we've got to do. I think we come in through all those little buildings there.
Yep.
Gives us a lot of cover. Gets us in close. Germans won't know what hit them. We hit them hard. We hit them fast. Take the unit. Take it out. Then we're out of there.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Leave it with me. He goes off.
I return to my cozy little pit.
A few minutes
To have
later,
some wine and cigarettes with the Frenchies.
well, they've got the wine.
I've got the wine.
And
We've got the
cigarettes.
And you've got the cigarettes. You also have this. You have the script, the non-francs or the francs that were printed. So you've got a couple of francs as well. Weirdly. Anyway, a few minutes later, you're all sort of sitting in the foxhole, and there is a fucking blaring row going off, about 5 or 8 meters away. You pop your heads above the foxhole, sort of hearing this yelling match, and you can see Lavelle is throwing down with the captain effectively. It's like, we are not doing that, captain. We're just going to get our asses kicked. The captain is basically saying, right, okay, with that information, that first cannon, that first howitzer. You can see it. It's just up the road. We go hard. We go fast. We use the road to get there as quickly as possible. Lavelle is saying there is going to be a machine gun covering the road. There is going to be a machine gun. It is a given. And they are yelling. Milton, who you guys haven't really interacted with today, is much quieter than Lavelle. Kind of a bit more studious, wears glasses, that sort of thing. Comes in from the side and is basically trying to sort of make a couple of key points. Lavelle shouts over the top of him, and eventually this kind of row burns down with sort of Hamilton, the captain, basically being cowed almost by Lavelle, who, you know, is not afraid to sort of point out the losses they've already taken because of the kind of stupidity that Hamilton's brought to the table, to agree to Lavelle's plan. Hamilton's going to take some of the unit and basically, in effect, provide a distraction for the unit, making them think that the attack is coming from the south along the rail line, while a much smaller unit is going to infiltrate through the buildings, through the village proper, take out the CP, and then do what they can to take out the artillery. But there's not really necessarily enough of you to take out the whole zone, so CP is the kind of key target, and you guys get the French assistance
Right.
to help guide you through that.
Which in this case is good because they know the lay of the land.
Yeah. So I talked to the French. I say, so do you know these houses here?
Yeah, we live there.
Yeah, no, there are no collaborators in these houses, is what I'm asking.
Oh, well, Clement looks
If we
at you.
sneak through there,
Yeah, of course there are collaborators, but we can sort them out now that you're here.
yeah, but they're not going to raise the alarm if we take that vector through
Well,
to
we
the
know-
station.
No. He looks at you, he goes, no, we know where they are. We'll sort them out as we go. Now that you guys have arrived,
Right.
we can finally sort out all of these collaborators.
Look, I don't know. I don't want to know what you're going to do to them, but the only thing is the Germans cannot be alarmed. That's our main goal.
Of course. He looks
Once
at you. Of course.
once we clear the town, then we'll talk again. But up to that point, I do not want
I've got a surprise for these Germans, I say, patting my bazooka.
So have
I
I.
want it to be a
Pull out my
surprise.
shiv.
There he goes
This
again.
little knife. This little jabby knife.
We
All
are
right.
exact opposites, aren't we?
It's just
I'm all about
Powerless.
from range and loud, and you're all about in close and quiet.
Well, quiet, I don't know about because he's making a racket when he's doing that.
it's the shouting of glee that is disturbing in that scene. All right, so
The psychotic laughter.
the psychotic laughter, exactly right. Okay, so you guys, so we'll kind of so snap to the next scene. You guys are creeping along the sort of, you know, the laneway here. There's more of that bocage running along the road. All these fields are divided with the hedgerows and those sorts of things. This time it's in your favour, which is a nice change. Because usually the bocage has not been your friend so far. But this time you're using it as cover and you're making your way up to the village itself proper. So I will just...
I've told the French that they can take the lead until we reach the tree line. That's where I take over.
Okay.
And by the tree line, you mean this tree line here?
The tree line along the railway.
Yeah, that one
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I've just dropped all
Okay.
three of you onto the map. Hopefully you can see it.
I'm My map is
So
now
you got-
white. Has it moved? Oh, it's moved. Hold on. Oh, I can't move the map now. Okay.
Right. Right,
Yeah,
right
somebody
mouse,
moved the
right
map
mouse,
before.
right mouse button. Right mouse
you
button,
gotta-
then you can
yeah.
drag the map.
Oh yeah, there we go. It is
And
working,
also,
sorry.
don't forget you can zoom in, and the map's of a
Oh,
reasonable
yeah.
degree of quality, so you can actually get a bit closer if you need to.
Yeah, I'm on my new computer now, which makes it much easier because it all fits on the screen.
That is much easier.
Or what were you before on one of those tabs?
No, I was on my laptop before, but it had like a max resolution of like 800 by 1280.
Okay, yeah. Then this is way
Struggled.
better, probably. Yeah.
All right, so you guys are moving through the village.
Do you have some avatars for the resistance?
The
guys?
resistance guys will appear when they're needed.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. I'll put Clement. There he is. On the view for you.
Yeah.
So you've got these now. So it's an infiltration roll from the person with the lowest infiltration skill. Oh no, hold on. No, sorry, I'm falling back into standard year 0. Can I get an infiltration roll from everyone, please? But with a bonus die, because you actually these guys do know their way around this area. So
These know what they're doing.
actually
Yeah.
2 die.
Cool,
Actually,
cool.
because you're using the bocage as well. So a dice for the bocage, a dice for the French guy.
Can I get?
I might actually make this roll. Yay! 2 6s. Oh, fuck you. Did I get those 2 6s registered
Sorry,
beforehand?
I had to do better.
All right, so
let's,
it looks like everyone made it.
I've still got 2 6s.
I haven't rolled yet, so it was +2 for the thing, and
Infiltration.
+1
Yeah.
+1 for my silent step as well, I guess, because I'm moving
Yep.
quietly. Yeah,
All
I
right,
got
everyone
one.
got 2 successes. At least. Some people got 3. Now, don't forget, you can trade in successes for lucky strikes.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I do that straight away.
Because I was.
And we only need the 1 success.
Yep.
Let's have a lucky strike because I
So,
need one.
I have 2 reserves, so I can add 2 lucky strikes. Is that correct, or only 1?
Yeah. Up to 2. You can have up to 2 lucky strikes.
Yeah, up to 2. Yeah, I know that. Oh, cool.
You can have up to 2 at any time, so you can't get a third one now.
No. I was at 0 because I used my last lucky strike.
No. That's what I'm asking. Is
up to 2, yeah.
I've now got 2, so if I roll another massive success, I can't get a third one.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Correct. All right, so you're feeling pretty good. Like you're quietly moving along the bocage. So far, you've encountered nothing. Can I get perception checks, please, from everyone as well?
Yeah. Not so many dice for me there.
No modifier on this one?
No.
Nothing for me.
Oh, luckily someone's perception's good.
So, RC, you can see, and I've just
Yeah, so I see it appear.
made it uninvisible. You can see there's a machine gun nest right on the road.
So I pointed out to everyone in the squad with hand signals that there's a machine gun over there.
So on the other side of the field, there's what looks like a pretty built-up little sandbagged defensive position. Okay. At this point, you guys are kind of sort of in amongst the buildings. You've successfully navigated your way to in amongst the buildings. Clement kind of looks at you for a second, goes, "We've got this," and sort of waves a couple of the guys forward. They run up to one of the houses, and kind of quickly sort of barge their way into the house.
They're going to make a... No.
All right.
Let's
we don't.
let's follow them slowly to that house and creep past it, because we know there's going to shortly be nobody inside to raise the alarm.
Yep. Like,
But if anybody does come out of it shouting Achtung, Achtung at the Germans, we can possibly...
Yeah, I'm gonna wait by the door with my shiv. Just
yeah, that was what I was gonna suggest.
back against the wall, so I can, but
So-
able to just see if
so
anyone
you're
runs
trying-
out looking German, about to yell an alarm. I can throw a knife into their
Yeah.
throat.
Do it quietly, yeah.
okay. So there's a scuffle inside the building, and two of the resistance fighters come out. They've got two young women with them.
Oh, dude, put those back.
Is that what you say?
Yeah. Come on, man. Put those back. We're here to kill Germans. Like, any of this collaborative stuff you want to deal with after we're gone, whatever, but show us where we need to be. I'm not wasting my time with these fucking women.
All right. Well, Clement's
I-
No
like,
offense to ladies. No offense to ladies here. Like, this is not our fight. We are dealing with Germans. Come on, Sarge, tell them.
I'm telling the French guy in French, tie her up, shut her up, don't do anything.
all right. Can I get
And
a command roll?
In a convincing manner. So
And I
need a
will
command
remind
roll,
you
right?
that you can spend a lucky strike for a bonus 2 die.
No.
Nope. Okay.
He's confident.
He's confident.
He's confident enough.
Oh, he's pulled it off. All right. Clement looks really angry at you. He's like, "These are collaborators. These women, they sleep with the Germans.
I don't care. I told you we're not here to kill
You
Frenchies. We're here
said
to
we
kill
could
Germans.
deal with the collaborators.
You can tie them up, you can gag them. That's all you can do. Otherwise, we're no longer your friends.
You said we could deal with the collaborators. They're collaborators. These women have been,
You said
eating.
you could deal with anybody that might raise the alarm.
Yeah, this is not.
We're
this
here
is not
now.
Time for personal vendettas. Our priority is to take out that HQ.
I've seen what your countrymen do to traitors, and it's about parading them. It's about making a noise about them, and we're not here to make a noise until that station blows up.
He looks really pissed at you. Whatever. And kind of gestures to the two guys. They look at you all. They sort of gag the women. One of them stays behind. So you've now got 3 French resistance fighters with you. The women are actually looking at you pleadingly. Like, this is not a good situation for the women, no matter how the rest of this plays
No.
out.
Yeah, well, it isn't a good situation for us either, because we are torn, but we have a mission to take care of, and mission comes first.
All right. Can everyone please take
As we-
Oh, sorry, yes, go.
Sorry, what were you going to ask us to do?
No,
Are we
no.
moving on?
What
If
were
we're
you
not
gonna
moving
say?
on, I'll reserve my action till later.
We will be moving on to the tree line because we have no time to waste.
Yeah,
The,
but
the
but-
divisionary attack is imminent.
Thomas is asking us ask us to make a roll of some sort.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
No, I'm
Okay.
going to ask you each to take one mental condition of your choice.
Yeah, fucker.
Okay.
Men-
Where
I'm
do we find
unsure.
that one? Where do we find that one?
They're the conditions under your stats.
So you can take either a
Nervous,
fear
disheartened.
or a morale.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that was my question. Okay, so fear or morale. Nah.
Yeah.
You're
For me,
not.
it's,
So
I could-
basically, you guys are not like you and your French allies in in brackets, might not be as aligned as you'd hoped.
Thomas, if I understand this correctly,
Yeah.
the let's say if I take fear, that falls under the intelligence.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
And morale under empathy.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to make that clear because I wasn't a bit unsure.
In effect, so the rules actually say take 1 stress point, but whatever. I think conditions are way more sensible. So the idea here is like you're meant to be trusting your allies, right? Like, and now there's this divide. You guys actually genuinely, I mean, these guys want to kill 2 women who, as far as you can work out, probably have just trying to make ends meet in the middle of a war zone. That's not a fundamentally good thing to establish trust when you're about to go into combat. All right.
No. So as we move on, the French guy who's staying behind, I stay behind pointedly. Well, first of all, is he Joshua?
That's a good question. I don't know. Let's make that a die roll on a 1. It's not.
No, he's not Joshua. Okay, so I'm saying I'm a kind of, I'm not speaking French at him, but I'm holding my gun, my bazooka. I'm kind of indicating, are you coming? Because we're going to shoot Germans. Surely you want to shoot Germans rather than rape women.
Okay. Can I get a command roll, please?
I will try that. I have 4 dice.
Have a
in
bonus
command.
die for waving various implements of death in his general direction.
And tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a lucky strike as well because I want to make this count. So that will be +3 in total.
Okay.
Command +3 equals
Equals a success.
6.
All right. He looks very, once again, sort of angry. You get the distinct impression that, your French resistance buddies might not be the best human beings you've ever met. But yes, he whatever, and kind of points at the women with gun, sort of gestures threateningly at them, does the big shushing sound, says something in French at rapid fire, and then moves off with you. You see the 2 women, obviously, as you guys move off. You see the 2 women stand up, take one look at which way you guys are going, and effectively run out of town, down the road. Like they
In the other direction.
in the other direction, like straight out of town. Fleeing in effect with basically nothing but their clothes, but fleeing all the same down the road and away from the village. I'm actually going to, just to say it, have a lucky strike and you can remove your condition.
Thank you very much.
Eric?
I'll have my lucky strike back. Cool.
Yep. All right. You guys move through the tree line. You're now at the tree line. So just about. Sorry, I'll just move one of you there. I'll move Clement there. Yeah. So you're now sort of lined up on the tree line. Can I? Oh, don't do that.
Oh.
Sorry. Only because of what I'm about to do. All right. Can I get another stealth roll, please? You are legitimately. This, by the way, is a contested stealth roll. Just to be clear.
Okay.
And do we get our bonus from the French again?
Yes, you do.
Is this from movement or being someone spotting us? So
Someone spotting
whether I get
you.
the +1.
It's
So no
spotting
+1
you.
for me. No. Okay, no, that's fine.
By stealth, you mean infiltrate?
Yes. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. Oh, what the hell? Why is it making an animated noise?
Because you got a 1, I think.
No, it's making an
does that
animated
occasionally.
noise because I've gone into the Dice So Nice module and set it up so that it does things if I roll 1s or if I roll 6s.
Oh, that's fun.
Right. Now, I haven't got any successes. I'm just wondering whether to roll again, and I think I will. I've got no 1s.
I've got
German's got
where,
2 out of 4. That's pretty good.
Where has my roll gone to?
RC, where has your roll gone to?
Oh, nope. Hold on.
Aha.
Apparently, I hadn't clicked the right button yet.
Okay, so
Right.
Yeah,
I'm gonna. I didn't get any 1s in that, and so I'm gonna do that again.
Okay.
Infiltrate. +2. And I did get a success and still no 1s.
Still no 1s. All right, so unfortunately for you, they got more successes than you. All right. Down the tree line. You guys are all kind of lining up at the tree line. You see them about the same time they see you. You realise there's another machine gun just down the tree line from you. Which I have made appear. Which is why I didn't want Billy to put himself on top of it. Can I get perception rolls, please? From all of you.
That's another one I need.
Oh!
No.
Wow.
Unexpected double success on that.
All right. I will say, by the way, you only needed 1, so if you want to convert the other one to a lucky strike, you are more than welcome to do so.
I'm full. Am I allowed to take away a foo bar with 1 or not? Is that not a thing?
Unfortunately not. But nice try. All right, so you see them actually just moments before they notice you. Billy, in particular.
Mm-hmm.
So
Billy, fetch.
Yeah, that's right. Billy, stab.
Kill.
Surely it's stab, Billy, stab. You see there's a small dugout. There's a machine gun lined up in it. There's 2 guys in the machine gun post. One of them, who's the loader, so the gun's pointing down the road. But it won't be pointing down the road for very long. Ripper, you sort of see one of the 2 Germans sort of just kind of, he's like standing there. Well, he's not standing. He's kind of sitting in his little foxhole. He's smoking away. You see him glance in your general direction, and there's this confused look on his face, and a moment of what the, and he's slamming his hand on his mate's shoulder, going, "Fuck! There's a bunch of Americans down there," and that is what you see. Because you got 2 successes, which is equal to theirs, and because you're a PC, you may declare your action. What would you like to do?
I'm too far away to probably storm into their foxhole and start stabbing them, right?
You probably are, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So I think this is a case of I'm gonna look around. I'm trying to look around and make sure I've got cover between me and them for return fire first. That's my first prerogative
so
here.
You can duck into the actual trees. So there are trees all the way along, and obviously.
All right. Cool. So I'm going to position myself behind a tree, basically my main body behind the tree, and then take a shot at their direction.
Okay.
If I can.
Sure. Go for it.
Right. Cool. So that's just a ranged combat, right? That's nice and simple. I'm just going to take a. Maybe I'm going to. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do suppressive fire on them.
Okay.
Just to get their heads down while everyone readjusts to the situation.
Okay. Perfect. So you'll get a couple of bonus die there. You've just got the carbine, don't you?
Yeah, just so regular M1A1.
Yeah,
ground, not carbine.
Not the carbine.
Yeah,
version, sorry.
+2 for suppressive, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that is 6 dice, right? Yeah. So that's 4 for that, 2 for the item bonus. Tick. Oh wait, that's way too many dice. What the fuck's happened there? Why have I rolled 11? No, that's not right. Ignore that roll. I just hang on. What have I?
Hold on.
Oh, it's because I tell you what I did. I know what I did. I wasn't meant to put a roll modifier in there. It's just 2. Ignore that dice roll completely. That was just a fair. Like there we go. That's the correct one. There we go. Oh my fucking god.
Oh, well, then again, 3 sixes.
3 sixes. Okay. He says, "I'll take that." So
Yeah. Okay.
all right. So you're just okay. So it's on, right? So there's the rattle of rapid fire. M1 Garand fire, sort of click, 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 click. The Germans like deer in the headlights kind of moment. They both have to make their guts checks to do anything.
And they've got to get 3 successes
they've
on
gotta-
their guts checks,
They've
have
got to
they?
get, yes, they do. Yeah, they do. Where are my machine gunners? Oh, they're there. Guts. Oh yeah, got some guts. Should I spend a fubar? Yeah, why not?
We've given you plenty after all.
Not only did I get no successes, I rolled 2 ones. Okay, so yeah, you see them both go shit, and the guy drops down, the other guy drops down. They're both bunkered down in their foxhole as you're just emptying your clip in their general direction. Okay, so on that note, what do the other 2 of you want to do?
Actually, I'm the closest.
You are.
How big is a square? Is that 10 meters?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay. So I move up.
Actually, sorry, 25 meters, but.
Okay. So I move up as close as I can to their dugout because I'm guessing they're hunkering down.
They are.
And simply spray into it, aiming at the gunner, of course.
Yep.
And any extra success, I will spread over to the loader as well.
Okay. All right. Go for it.
These are going to be a serious amount of dice. Do I get an extra die for being extremely close?
For a point blank. Make a move roll, actually, to see how far you can, because you're basically going to have to sprint up there, in effect.
Actually, since I'm so close, I guess I can. I'll move. Hold on. Oh,
by the way, you will still get to shoot if you make the failing the move roll. Just means just determines whether you get point blank or not.
That's my move. So I'm right on top of them.
Yep.
And then I'll fire.
Okay.
So, since
your
I'll
Thompson,
be
right?
doing full auto. That's I've got a shitload of modifiers. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I'm calculating.
Okay.
I think that should be it's 12 dice. I think so. No modifier for the close or.
No, well, I was saying make a move roll to see if you can get right up close. That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, okay. Oh shit. So what roll do I have to make?
I think it's move, isn't it, in this one? Oh no, calisthenics. Sorry.
Calisthenics. Because
you're basically just sprinting up, right?
Here it is. Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Yep. So calisthenics roll. No, so you don't get you're not right on top of them, but you're close enough to fire into the foxhole, but just not right.
Yeah. Okay. So it's basically the full auto and then all my modifiers. Okay.
Yep.
If I'm correct, this should be it. Yeah, quick look. Range 2, submachine gunner 2. Yeah, that's it, I think.
anywhere near enough dice. Not if you're doing auto
No.
from the submachine gun.
I'm guessing it's doing it wrong. Hold on. Let me have a. So to hit roll.
Yeah, so go to the
I
weapon sheet. Go to your weapon sheet. Combat. So you've got 7 die
yeah,
base,
there it
and
is.
then you've got rapid fire, full auto, direct is +3 dice on top of that.
Yeah, plus my bonuses.
So if you hit the roll attack, you get to add the. So you've got at least 3 bonus die for full auto, and then you've got your specializations as well, which, if I remember correctly, add. Yeah, you get +1 die for. Jesus, you get +3 die on top of that. So you should be rolling 13 dice, actually. Okay, 5 successes.
5 successes. Jesus.
All right. Okay, so 5 successes.
Right, I'm gonna put 3 on the machine gunner and 2 on the loader.
Okay,
If
and the
that's-
damage roll is +1 for
+1,
ranged
yeah.
combat 2. So, and the weapon is +1, I think, for damage. No, it's 2.
2,
So
yep.
it's 3, and you said you're putting 3, so that's +5 for the first one and +4 for the second one.
That's the first. Should be the first one.
Yep, so it's a crit. So roll your crit. Stun for 1 round, slowed for 1d6. Okay, so that's the first guy. Then +4 for the second one.
Yep.
Holy shit.
Where's my?
Oh, no, hold on. That's rolled the crit. Roll damage roll, sorry.
Roll a d10.
Oh,
the
sorry.
damage roll. Hit the damage roll again and do the +4 this time.
Yeah, I clicked the wrong one. Sorry.
No, you're right. So you do 2 points of damage to the second guy. You stun the machine gunner, as in the gunner. The loader has been hit in the side, and you're pouring fire in. Okay, Eric, what do you want to do?
Right. I will concentrate on the main target, which is the station. What can I'm obviously taking cover from any potential machine gun fire down south,
Yeah.
but heading towards the railway tracks. What can I see on the other side of the railway
What you
tracks?
can see on the other side is what I've just made.
Another
here.
machine gun station.
Another machine gun station, mounted on the command
Track
post.
pad. Okay. Are they reacting to the noise at this
You bet
side?
your ass out. Yes, there's like, there's suddenly like the night is lighting up. There's the sound of sort of combat coming from the south of you as well.
Cool.
So obviously the rest of the company is now kind of crossing the river and running up the railway line.
What are our French colleagues doing?
What are your French colleagues doing? Let's have a look. What's Clement's guts look like? Let's see. He's got some. There's a win. He's surrounded by people who he doesn't trust. I don't think he'll get a bonus for that. So let's roll his guts and see what he does. Oh, he got a success. Hey, there you go. Who said that? So the French are sort of, watching you guys like deal with this other machine gun post, and in a moment of crazed bravery, obviously feeling like this is their moment, they jump sort of out of the trees and start charging across the open railway line towards the machine gun post.
Right. Okay, that's cool. What else can I see at the station in terms of potential targets?
You can't really, so you can see lights coming on.
Yeah.
But no, not much.
But there's okay. Would it be wise for me to lob a rocket into that machine gun post?
Only,
I think it would be very wise.
only if you want to blow it
Right.
up.
The devil on your shoulder that is Billy says yes.
Yeah. Then I think I shall do that.
The devil on your shoulder that's Billy says, no, you should run across the open line and stab them, stab them, stab
Climb
them.
up the building and shift them.
That's right. All right, so you can see the French guys. They're running across. They're going to get themselves killed. Like there's no debate.
Yeah,
in
obviously
your mind.
that's it. Yeah, so that is why I'm spending a lucky strike on this as well to give myself +2.
Yeah, because if you don't take that machine gun post out, it is going to gun them down.
Yeah, and I have got heavy weapons 1 or whatever it's called, so that's +3 in total. I don't know where I get 13 dice from like you other guys, but this will be my roll.
That's okay. 2 successes.
Oh, that's a couple of successes. Yeah.
And what does the bazooka do as damage? What's
4.
its damage bonus? Yeah, 4. And it's a blast radius.
So with
right?
the extras, blast, AP6 and blast radius. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so it'll get everyone in the foxhole.
Cool.
All right. Roll a damage roll. Do you want to use your extra bonus to increase the damage by 1? Is the only question I have.
I will increase my damage with my extra success.
So that'll give you +5. So roll the damage roll +5. Oh yeah, that's what I was expecting. All right. 2 crit rolls for me, please.
2 crit rolls.
Yep.
So crit roll 1.
0 endurance points. Yep. Okay, so one guy's just like blasted aside. Yep. Second guy.
And that's just another crit.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Okay. So because you're using the bazooka, it basically just blasts through the
Yeah,
the
sandbags or whatever.
sandbags that they're using. And you just see the 2 guys just blowing back and out of their little machine gun pit, or machine gun post, which was actually on the top of the railway station. So they were like sort of parked on the top of it. They'd built up they're on this slanted roof. They'd actually built up a sort of sandbagged encampment and had sort of obviously smashed some tiles to give themselves some flat space. You hit the sand bags and the entire little machine gun post just hurled asunder. The 2 guys are flung out of the building, and you hear them crash to the ground. You see the French sort of running up and machine gunning them on the ground, and sort of, let's go! And, Clement's leading the other 3 guys into the command post, kind of, yeah! And they're like throwing grenades as they run in. They seem to be having a great time.
Cool.
That might have all ended very differently if you hadn't have taken out both of them, but you did.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is the end of the first round, I think.
Cool.
That's
Is
right.
there a roll that somebody has to make for the company
Oh yes,
battle roll or whatever?
yes. So it's 8 dice, please.
Sarge, do you want to take that?
No, you do it. It's fine. Well, no, let Billy do it because he hasn't
Alright.
done anything yet, or he hasn't shifted anyone.
He did suppressive fire.
Oh yeah,
He raised the alarm and
he did. Well, he threw a lot of 6s, so let him.
Right. So
Cool.
I'm rolling how many 6s?
8.
8
I'm
D6.
rolling how many 6s? Okay, if you can do 8, that would be great.
Oh,
That's not bad though.
that's pretty good.
Like I said.
And I rolled 1, so
Fancy pants 1.
I got 1 6 and 1 1, and you got 3 6s and 3 1s. But since you're not re-rolling, that won't matter. Okay, so in the first round of the battle, which is actually probably pretty true to point because you guys have, you've hit this command post directly. There's obviously a lot of confusion on the other side. You can see the Germans kind of, what the hell? Sort of feeling about it. Let me go to the combat. It's the battle dice. Battle dice pool 159. Thank you. $61. Battle outcomes. Okay, do you want to roll a D66 roll for me, please? So just roll 2D6.
Yeah, sure.
11.
11. Legs 11.
Okay,
About
do
as
it. The
as you
good
get.
news is you get 2 more rolls.
Wait, what's happening?
You get to do that twice again.
Roll D2D6 2 more
Uh,
times.
Roger
I'm
that.
thinking 11 is probably not great.
What the hell is that? A cock dice? It's a 2 and a 1. 3.
So that's
21.
21.
Well, I don't know which one. Or
No,
12.
I'm just reading it as it reads it out on the thing. So it's a 21.
And then one more, yeah?
And then one more. 41 or a 14?
That's 41.
41. Okay. Yeah, okay, that makes complete sense. All right, so actually, you can see the company, and I get one such roll. I'll probably roll 66. Got a 44. It's not bad.
44.
One enemy unit falls back under pressure. Okay, all right. No. So, all right. So, as per the last time, only this time Hamilton is actually leading from the front. But your guys would be under heavy fire if you hadn't taken out said machine gun post, which you pretty much have. I should probably just mark that as basically dead now. But this machine gun post, the one sort of further along the road, has got an open line of fire across the. Actually, it's shooting through Bocage. Anyway. Actually, that's a better argument. So you can hear the howitzers, sort of the further away howitzers, are zeroing in on the company's attack. But you can already see from where you're standing, Eric, in particular, and you too, RC, that actually you can see, kind of olive green coming up the railway line. So it looks like the company's actually kind of making really good progress. Specifically, also, you can see the howitzer crew on the other side of the road from you, by the way, RC. I should just make that point. All right, so round 2. Clement has launched his personal one-man or 4-person assault on the command unit. You can hear grenades going off inside, yells in French and in German for that matter, and gunfire, submachine gun fire. Who knows whether it's the Germans shooting back or Clement shooting forward. Someone's writing words on the map, which I respect. What does that say? Discord.
Oh, you're back? Hello? Yeah. Had you for a second there.
Oh, can you guys not hear me?
Yeah,
No,
now we
yeah,
can.
You
were-
couldn't
yeah,
hear
now we
any of that.
We completely cut out for a second, for about a minute.
Well, for yeah.
As soon as you started explaining the situation and what happened, that was we lost you.
That's hilarious. Well, anyway, just to recap, for the sake of yourselves, because funny story, everyone and if anyone is listening online, they would have heard it because it gets direct feed from the mic. It's actually going really well. So olive green uniforms are actually appearing at the bottom of the rail yard. So the company has led a successful kind of assault up the railway line, probably less of a distraction and more of actually a successful assault. But the howitzers, particularly the ones that are further away, are zeroing in. And I was just making the point, RC, that you can see a howitzer across on the other side of the road.
Yeah, okay. I've got a question for you. Why is there a little skull on my avatar?
It's not on you. It's on the machine gun. Oh, sorry. It's meant to be on. No, it is. Yeah, good.
Ah,
okay.
yeah, okay. No, okay. Didn't see you.
It's because you're standing on top of the. It's because you're standing on top of the machine gun post.
So are they completely out or
yeah,
dead,
I think so. I don't think we need to worry ourselves too much with them.
Okay.
You've basically knocked one out. You've pretty badly injured the other one. They took 3 points of damage each in any case, and they're not elite troops, so they're out of the fight.
Okay, so is it my turn or
So we're into round 2.
Initiative, actually.
Yeah.
no? Then it's Billy first, I believe.
No. So
Yeah.
can I get can I get nimble rolls, please?
Nimble.
From everyone? Yep.
Yep.
Nimble. There we go.
All right. Okay. Well, yep. So, what do you want to do, RC? Since you're closest to the howitzer.
Jump into the machine gun pit and use the machine guns like I did before. I'm sort of getting used to using those German
MP42s.
wonderful thingies.
Yep.
Wonderful thingies. So yeah.
All right. So you're pouring. So your plan is to just grab the machine gun and basically empty it in the general direction of the howitzer. Are you going to attempt suppressive fire?
I think I would rather.
Remember, if you
Rather
use, I will
outright-
just say though, if you use suppressive fire, this is to hint, it will mean that it's much harder for them to operate the howitzer.
Yeah, okay, but using the howitzer on us on that short range.
Oh no, but the company.
No, it's not us. It's the rest of the company.
They're not going to
Yeah,
use the
but I
howitzer on
wanna-
you.
I want to outright kill. By the way, do I see the other machine gun post from here?
Yes, you can see it down the road. Well, you know roughly where it is. Oh, and it's firing,
I know.
actually. In the general direction of the company, not in your
Okay,
direction.
but I can't hit it probably.
Well, once again, it's up to you, but suppressive fire, just pouring fire in their general direction will give them something to think about.
No, I don't want them to know that we are here because I'm guessing they're pointing towards the diversionary action. So
Yeah.
no, I'll try to take out the or suppress the the crew of the artillery piece.
Okay.
Remind me again how many dice I have to throw for a machine gun because
Well, it's still it's heavy weapons for the MP42.
okay, let me have a quick look. Heavy weapons. Yep, I got that one. Yep.
And it's +3 dice, I think, or maybe even more. I mean, if you're throwing suppressive fire with this machine gun, it's going to be in the order of 4, 3, and 3. I think it's going to be a bonus 6 die. Let me just, I've actually got the table in front of me. Just give me 1 sec. I'll get to the actual machine guns. The MG42, sorry, there it is. +7 die. My apologies.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do that now then.
Okay.
So it's suppressive. So it's suppressive fire.
Yep.
That
All
looks
right.
nice.
So
That's
they've got
even less die than if I would have used my Thompson. Ah, God. No. Okay. Good.
all right. So if they move, yeah, but it's got 100-meter range per increment, and it does +4 damage natively, and it's
you
terrifying.
are actually you're at least 75 meters from that anyway, so
Yeah.
you need the range.
So you're not taking any negatives, and terrifying, if I remember
no.
correctly, means it's even more harder to. Hold on, where is it? Terrifying.
I wouldn't have taken a range penalty anyway because of my eagle eyes. I've got reduced range penalty by 1.
Holy shit! It does stress damage immediately. Wow, I should have read that earlier. Okay, so yeah, it's causing them stress damage, and it's yeah, it's just deadly. All right, cool.
Do I roll anything?
No, they need to roll.
Okay,
if they want to do
yeah,
anything, which I will allow them to do. They're going to roll their guts. Actually, I'm going to apply. They're already unsure.
How big is that crew, by the way?
Probably 5 guys. but irrespective, they're not doing. They've ducked down. They didn't get enough successes, so they are indeed not firing their howitzer as the machine gun pours fire into them. They're bunkered down. All right, so that's RC's go.
I did throw 2 6s.
Yeah, that's what I
and they
mean.
only
So
threw one.
they only got 1 success, so they can't do anything. They literally are
okay.
paralyzed in fear. Eric, moving up the line.
Eric. Okay. Time to swap my bazooka out for my carbine,
Yep.
and I guess follow the French into the station.
Okay. As you're doing that, let me just make another. So there's a couple of German. You can see a couple of German soldiers. Actually, Ripper sees them first. Ripper, look right in front of you. Germans. Oh, actually, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Sorry. Can I get a perception check, please?
From Ripper or from both of us?
From both of you.
He's not the most
Perception, that's my favorite. Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes. I
Yes.
spot something.
You do. You spot that German soldier there. As you are getting ready to run across the open line, you look up the line and you see that German soldier. He has a sniper's rifle.
Right. Okay. What's the range of my carbine?
I don't know. What does it say?
Equipment.
Combat.
Oh, sorry, no, combat.
40 meters.
40 meters, and that is over 40 meters.
It is. You're more like...
Yeah, okay.
Well, yeah, it's kind of 50, give or take. Mm-hmm.
It's 50 meters there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to point Ripper at him, and
Yep.
I'm still going to run across the railway to the station.
All right. As you do so, he's going to take a shot. He's got...
I don't get any advantage in rolling nimble or anything, do I? Or calisthenics?
I'll let you roll nimble. Whoa!
2 6s.
All right. He's got to get at least 2 successes to hit you. No, he got 2 successes, so he drew 0. So you see him carefully aim, and then you jerk to the one side. You jink sideways, and he and this bullet pangs off the ground by your feet, but you're able to cross the railway line as he's fired. You now see him sort of, he's kind of pulling back the bolt because this is a sniper rifle. He's pulling back the bolt to reload. All right, Ripper. Cool. There's a guy with a gun right in front of you. Well, within running distance.
All right. So I'm going to assume that he's not really focused on me because he's just fired his shot. So I'm gonna charge his position. Okay. Obviously, shiv out. I am not even bothering to. There's no the reload. The idea of reloading my weapon is not even a thought in my mind. Sling it over my shoulder, pull out the shiv, and just charge him down.
Okay, go for
it. So am I rolling for just straight up for my?
Well, do you want to make a calisthenics roll? Because you're going to try and sprint across here as fast as you can.
Mm-hmm.
So do that first.
So not an... Oh, shut up.
3 6s.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll do it. That'll do.
I've done the rolling today. I bet I fuck this up when it gets to the next
when
one.
It gets
the
to the stabbing.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So, by the way, you can harvest successes for lucky strikes if you happen to have an empty slot in your lucky strikes space at the moment.
I'm full. I'm going to actually use one up though on this
Are you?
sniper.
Seems wise. All right, so you cross the ground in almost record time, and as you do so, by the way, you note there's another machine gun further up the line, covering to the north. They are moving to point to the south, but they haven't got there yet. All right, you and Mr. Snipery.
Yeah. So I'm gonna. I don't. Is he like? I assume he's on ground level, just shooting at.
Yeah,
From behind a building or something.
He'd popped around a corner of that building, and was like looking down the line, saw Eric running across, went to shoot him, missed, obviously. But you've seen him, and you've just like sprinted across the open ground at him.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna just leap at him and with my shiv and take a swipe.
Go for it.
Right, so this is a close combat, which is +2, and then sucker punch. So that's +4, and then +1 for my shiv.
That is a
Right.
lot of dice,
that's not bad.
and that is a lot of
There's
sixes.
3 6s.
Oh, I didn't use my lucky strike either. I don't need it though. That's fine.
4 6s.
So the shiv,
There we go.
I think it only has a damage bonus of 1, but you can increase that by 3 additional with your 3 extra successes, noting you've got no use
That's
for the
as
lucky
much
strike.
damage as a bazooka does.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll throw it all onto
All right, so
attack.
damage roll +4.
Damage roll +4. Damage roll. So add 4. Put 4 in the modifier. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Grand.
Okay.
9. Damn.
So close. Right, so you're in there jamming this knife into him. He's like trying to push you away, but he's actually already acted this round, so unfortunately for him. And he actually used his fast action to aim. So he's so he's kind of stuck.
Can I use a lucky strike to crit it, or is that not how they use? I just get extra.
Actually, hold on. No. I think you can actually. Ooh, that's a. Oh, you can force a re-roll of a damage roll if you want with a lucky strike.
Oh, can't. There's a chance. Well,
But you're stuck with whatever you roll.
Well, do you know what? I might. You know what? Sod it. This is Billy. He's sod it. Is his.
He's a psycho. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, roll
Damage
again.
roll +4.
Oh,
14.
So that's 4 points of damage.
And then roll critical, right?
So hold on, 4 plus points of damage. That's 5 points of damage because you rolled a 14 and rolled a critical.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Flesh wound. Doesn't feel like a flesh wound. Does not feel like a flesh wound at all. He had actually 5 endurance. So you broke him.
He's down.
He's down.
He's down.
So you run in and like, you know, the rapid fire stabbing thing. It's like the into his torso, which apparently is a flesh wound. It doesn't look like a flesh wound to you. Anyway, and he's
there's
collapsing.
a Monty Python quote there.
Yeah. He's collapsing in your hands. You know, you've grabbed him by... It's that kind of classic... You've grabbed him around the neck or the upper shoulders and you pulled him in close and you just like... into the torso. You can look... You see him straight in the eyes, by the way, as you're doing this, of course. You know, and he's like gasping kind of in stunned horror as you just jam the blade repeatedly into his chest.
But happened to miss all his vital organs and his lungs.
Yeah, somehow. Maybe he's one of those
Like
people
a
who's got
surgeon.
them. He's one of those people who's got his organs in, you know, the mirror, and so you're like jamming them all in, and that's not where his heart is. Damn. It's moved. All right. That's the end of the round. Yeah. So you guys get to roll 7 dice, but I get to roll 6 dice.
Shall I roll this time?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, all good.
Actually, I will make mine one less than that, actually, because you've got the command post under pretty heavy assault. Which I think should count as well. Ooh.
Oh, fuck that.
I'll roll my 5 dice and get nothing. Alright, so it's basically stalemate for the moment. There's like no one's going anywhere. But you guys have definitely got the upper hand now. Alright, so sniper goes down. Eric has run across Eric, sorry, we didn't you ran across the thing you got shot at, but we didn't actually give you anything to shoot. So you've kind of smashed.
That's okay.
You've smashed your way through the door. Actually, that's probably right. So you've run across. You're in the command
post.
post.
After the French.
Yeah, and you can hear, and you can see, even as you run in, you see one of the resistance fighters is lying on the ground. Obviously, he's been hit with a submachine gun of some form, and is sort of lying on the ground dead as you come into the room. But you can hear fighting further in, and you can see there's a dead German soldier sort of at the doorway into the next room. So the French have kind of pushed through. One of them's been killed, and the others have kind of rolled on.
You want to roll a D4?
I was literally just about to say the same thing. I'll just roll a D4 and see if it's a 1. No, actually, it's the guy that you persuaded not to stick around and punish the women, because it was a 3, which was the same roll I got last time for that guy. So
I think he was judged.
He was judged.
Yeah,
you feel a certain divine authority being placed upon this man at this point.
I am beginning to believe, what with having survived two blasts of a big machine gun, and now just avoided that sniper, and the guy I judged gets judged by God. I'm beginning to think I might be on God's side in this battle.
You are beginning to feel a certain holiness to this this conflict. That is correct. All right, so you've run in. Okay, so round 3, guys. What do you want to do? So you've got the howitzer under interdiction. You can just keep on doing that if you want.
Yeah, I was thinking that, but would it make a difference if I use my fast action to aim?
Yeah, it would. Well, that bonus die. It'd give you another die.
Yeah.
So instead of rolling plus 7, you roll plus 8. Yeah.
Okay, let's do that again then. What was it? Heavy weapons. Plus 8.
Oh, yes, that made it.
There's a few 6s there.
Delicious.
Okay, so that's 5 successes. All right, so they've got to roll 5 successes, I think. And they've also taken another condition. So they are, yeah. Yeah, they're rolling 3 dice. No, they're rolling 2 dice now. What are their chances of success? He said. Yes, that many. Okay, yeah, you're pouring fire into them. By the way, I should point out, if you wanted to reduce that to 4 successes, you could grab a lucky strike if you're down 1.
I believe I still have a full count. Let me have a quick look. Yep, nope, I still have a full count.
All right, so you've got them well under control now. This howitzer crew is like surrendering, I think, at this point. And actually, you can see that the unit, as in the company, some of the company soldiers are kind of appearing around that area, so you might want to stop pouring fire into them at this point, because it's pretty dangerous.
Yeah.
And they also don't know you're an MP40. You're the, like, MP42s have a particular sound. Unfortunately, that's not the same sound that your machine gun makes.
Yeah, but when I see them appear, I give them a hand signal.
Yeah.
That I'm friendly. Basically, wave my hand, thumb down. So ceasefire, the ceasefire sign.
Okay. All right, so you've got them under control. The howitzers are sort of out of action. I think we'll go to Eric next. Eric.
Right. So I'm going through this station building.
Yep.
There's gunfire all around me, but what can I'm looking, I guess, where they'd set up company HQ. Not likely to be the ticket hall, likely to be the station master's office. Can I find that in this?
Yeah,
French
so you're in
station?
this kind of long kind of building with a couple of rooms. there, there's a little ticket hole out onto the onto the platform, which is obviously very small. And you've sort of smashed your way through the first room. There's really only three rooms in the building.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's agree that the room towards the back is kind of the station master's office. You're now looking into the middle room. The remaining three French resistance fighters are sort of in there, sort of lined up on the wall, sort of ready to go. One of them's pulled out a German grenade, which they've obviously looted at some point. Is kind of unwinding the back cap and pulling the string out. So they're getting ready to throw a grenade into the furthest room.
Into the furthest room.
Which you assume is where the rest of the Germans are.
I might let them do that.
Yep.
They're more appraised to the situation than I am. Part of me is thinking there may be plans and shit in there that I don't want to get blown up. But at the same time, there may be Germans in there that I do want to get blown up.
It's a 50-50 call on this one. I hear what you're saying.
Okay. So anyway, I will run up, slam myself into the wall on the opposite side of the door from him, and give him a smile and nod.
Okay, all right. Let's assume it's Joshua who's got the grenade. He's held the grenade up to you. He's gone, and he's kind of touched his Star of David for a moment and said something in Hebrew, and then he's thrown it into the room.
I'll offer a prayer. I was a trainee,
rabbinical student.
Yeah.
All right. So they're doing that. You hear a kind of, in German, effectively, fuck, grenade. Assume. Yeah, this guy. Let's give them someone who actually knows what they're doing. What's his? I got Fubars.
The grenade's going to come out now, isn't it?
Well, only if I roll a success. All right, and now for Frenchy boy, who is nowhere near as good at throwing grenades as catching them, but who can roll a success as well. All right. No. So you hear "get out" in German, and at least one German has smashed.
Achtung, Achtung.
Has you can hear a window smashing. So at least one German has kind of hurled themselves out of the room. There's a kind of panic scream from inside the room and a boom noise. I will roll just a damage.
You mean
roll.
It was a dud?
No. It actually went off.
It was a big bang. It wasn't a poof then.
Okay, sure. It's a big bang. It's only got +1 damage though. Once again, Year Zero engine underpowered grenades.
Many role-playing games do, because grenades are actually no fun.
They are no fun. That is true. All right. So there's a kind of confused shouting from inside the room. It doesn't sound like the grenade has caused much damage. What would you like to do?
Well, I think at this point we follow that up by swinging our rifles down and spraying bullets into the room, don't we? Is that not the usual way of doing these
It's
things?
the usual way of doing things, absolutely. Are you just kind of suppressing into the room?
At this point, I'm going for suppressive fire.
All right, awesome. I think if you're doing the whole burst suppression, can you do burst, or are you rapid fire suppression?
Oh, what am I? I can never remember my gun.
Oh, no, you've got the carbine, don't you?
Yeah.
All right, so you're only doing rapid fire suppression, so it'll be 2 dice for the suppression, 1 dice for the weapon, I think.
Let me just check that. Yes, it will. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to spend a lucky strike on this as well.
All right, so that'll give you bonus 2 dice.
Bonus 2 dice. So I roll the attack and then add 2 more dice to it, right?
So you're rolling
and then add
+5.
5 dice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that should count for something. Just watch me roll 9 ones.
9 ones. Jesus, you gave it a fair try. But you did get 1 success. So, I'm assuming you're not re-rolling that.
No, not with all those ones.
So that was my assumption. All right. So you're pouring fire in there. That we'll assume you get an extra suppressive bonus because the French, kind of inspired by your clear understanding of military tactics 101, are also firing random. Like one of actually, Clement has kind of pointed his submachine gun with one hand almost around the corner and is kind of wildly shooting the submachine gun into the room. No fire discipline at all, and the machine gun's going everywhere, but as long as he's pointing it in that general direction, you're okay. So we'll give that as an extra bonus die. Now, what's their guts? This guy. They've actually got good guts because these are...
Officers.
Yeah, but it's still only 4 dice. I'm not feeling it. Nope, it turns out I'm not feeling it. All right, so you hear German yells of, we surrender, which is... Because do you speak some German? Or any German?
I speak Dutch, which is vaguely related, but
Vaguely
I'm not
related.
sure
All right,
why.
they're yelling, you can
it's
hear them.
called Dutch because us English thought it was German.
No, to be fair, a lot of the Dutch do understand German, so you're okay there.
Okay, cool.
All right, so you can hear them yelling out, surrender and or whatever. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Billy the Ripper. What do you want to do, Billy?
So Billy would have noticed. Are we all right with time, by the way? I don't want to.
Yeah, we have run over a little bit of time, but I'll just polish this off. That's all good.
All right, cool. So Billy's going to notice the machine gun to the north after when he crossed the street. So he's gonna take cover behind a building so they're not in immediate line, and fire them, reload, and try and suppress them.
Okay.
For someone, because there's not. Well, I guess he can just take an aim shot at them really from here because they're not an immediate threat to the rest of the team. So.
Okay. All right. Take an aim shot. Do whatever you want.
All right. I guess it's just range combat, nice and simple. Just a single.
If you
is
go
the
to
plus
combat,
0.
you can just roll from the weapon, and it adds the bonus to the weapon.
Oh, nice, sweet. Yeah. So range combat. Yeah, there we go.
And you got a success.
There we go. Right.
All right. So you hit someone.
Okay, and it's just damage roll. Yeah.
Yep. Plus 2 for the weapon, I think.
Oh yeah, damage is a 2 plus 2. Yeah.
Yep. All right. 1 point of damage. Is it 1? Yep. All right. So you've got them under cover. All right.
Yep.
End of the round. Can we get another combat round, please? Battle roll, please. And this time you guys can roll. Oh, actually, yeah, you guys can roll 7 die, but I'm only going to roll 4 because you've taken out the command unit.
It must be your turn, right?
Yeah. Where do I find the dice?
Just down at the bottom of the chat.
Oh yeah. There it is. D6 7.
Yeah,
7, correct?
Take that 7 times.
Just click on the D6 7 times and I'll roll my 4 dice. Ooh, 1 success. Which is 1 more than you guys got by the looks of it.
Ooh.
Now, do you want to spend a lucky strike to re-roll that?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, and if you do that, then you don't have to count the 1, so you can do a completely fresh roll. So just roll the 7 die again. Yeah, that's
better.
All right, so you got 2 successes, yes? Yes, so 2d6 twice. So first 2d6, okay. Second 2d6.
Let's call that a 23.
23, not terrible.
Let's use the rule that the left one is the.
Well, I'm just reading it left to right, so that's how I've been doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, and the next one?
On the chat.
Ooh,
that would be 36.
Ooh. What's that?
No, that's 63.
Oh, 63, that's
63.
Okay.
Okay, it loses 2 battle dice, so it's now down to 2 battle dice. And I get 1 roll. Oh, Okay. Sort of the same. Okay. Wow. All right. All right. So the fight is furious. But you've captured the command unit and you've taken out this howitzer. You've got these guys under fire, and they've only got 2 dice left to roll, and you've got 5. So, can we just make one more battle dice roll, please, just to clean it out? No successes. So, next person, can someone roll 5 dice, please?
I'm rolling
Billy?
5 dice.
Billy, I
Okay.
think it's Billy's turn. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's Billy's
it
turn.
is Billy's turn. Yeah, roll 5
Okay.
dice, Billy.
Oh, a success, which I have none. So, roll your 2d6, please.
Is that?
42.
That's 42. Meaning of life.
And that is probably enough, I think. Yeah. 42. Yeah, I think they're down to 1 die. Count that as the victory that you need it to be. All right, so end of the scene. Before we pause. So in the assault, Hamilton has been killed.
Oh, what a
Oh.
pity.
Oh my
It might
god!
have been
no.
that howitzer you didn't suppress.
The
Have you
machine
thought
gun.
about not suppressing?
I did suppress, but
That
Yeah,
machine
you
gun.
did.
That
probably
For a
machine
moment.
gun.
lucky shot.
If only you'd suppressed that machine gun that was pouring fire into the company.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, why didn't I think of that?
Hamilton.
Hmm.
So Hamilton.
And it's funny because the wound he got was from the back of his head and was an American caliber, but still, it was that machine gun.
It was that machine gun, exactly. Everyone agrees it was that machine gun. All right, so Hamilton's gone down, and there's a lot of confusion in the unit as to who's meant to step up. What you realise is Milton has been a lieutenant longer than Laval. Which of course means
Yes, seniority.
He,
unless someone overrides that decision, unless they can get in contact with a major or someone else to say, no, it's going to be XYZ, it is actually Milton who
I guess
will
to go
become
with that.
the next commander.
is there any intelligence in this office that I can give to Lavelle?
Absolutely.
I mean, are we all agreed, that Lavelle is the right person to lead us and we don't want Milton? Chaps.
Yeah, but
Hello,
then
players.
again, how would we counter that? He's got seniority.
Well,
so
I'm
he
just
knows-
thinking
he
that.
knows it.
Yeah, but if there's something in this office that Lavelle can take to the major, because obviously it has to go to the major straight away because it's important intelligence, and then he can take all the glory for taking HQ, which frankly I did
down that
single-handed.
route. Yeah, we could go down that route. Yeah, sure. If you can
Could be
find
worth a
something
try.
All right,
Yeah.
can I
Find
get
something?
perception rolls, please?
from everyone.
Yeah, because you're searching the office for intelligence, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
and also because my perception's not great, so I'll need your help.
Ooh. RC pulled it out of the fire.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so yes, you're able to find, kind of maps of placements of units and some orders about what happens if there's an assault, as in an invasion, coastal invasion. So you hand that stuff up to Lavelle.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Well,
So
that's.
you better get this to the major straight away, sir.
Lavelle looks at you. He notes. He looks at you. He smiles. He goes, "Noted, noted, men. Good decision." That's all he says. That is where we will stop it for today.
As he goes off, I shout after him, remember, you found it in the station where they had their HQ. You found it.
Good work, Corporal.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
You suck up.
All right. So